Hi everyone, welcome to Polish Bantam Chickens. Today we're going to be discussing Polish Bantams. Okay, here we have a male Polish Bantam. We'll go through how to tell the difference between them. When these are young, they're identical. They are really tricky to tell the sex when they're young. I thought I had 15 females until very recently, and then suddenly the males make themselves known. Now, they do have eyes, even though it doesn't look like it. They have these pom-poms on their heads, and there their eyes there, but it does cover them. Now, you can trim so that they can see a little bit better, but obviously just be careful of their eyes there. Now the males, obviously they have this cheek bit that comes down, but by the pom-pom, the males is sort of wild. It's quite long feathers, quite crazy on top, whereas the female is much neater. We'll show you her in a minute. The other thing with the male is you get this very long beautiful tail. In the sun it's got the iridescent greens and everything. Now as a breed, these are great fun. They're not aggressive or anything, but they do startle easily because they've got all this covering their eyes. They can't see you coming, so they're going about their business and you go down and grab them, they scream and they panic because they didn't know you were there. This makes them quite tricky to put with other species of birds. They're okay with small species, bantams, that kind of thing. You can hear the guinea fowl we've got in here with them at the moment. They do not get on well with larger breed birds because they can't see the larger ones come in, and they don't get out of the way and they end up getting attacked. They can't defend themselves because they can't even see where the sort of attacks are coming from, and they can get quite badly hurt. The other thing with them is they develop, you see, little bald spots on the top of the heads, and this is where the other breeds seem to be quite fascinated with the way the Polish and they just, at night, they just pluck them. So that's why we don't recommend keeping the Polish with other breeds at all, really. They need their own space. They need a lot of protection from things like cats, dogs, predators, because they won't get out of the way, they won't know what's going on. So they need more of an aviary type setup rather than an open. But they are really nice birds. They're very pretty, they're very different. Got the pom-pom heads. Okay, so this is the female. She's a little bit smaller. Now, as you can see, the feathers on top, they're much neater. Much smaller, they're not wild and all over the place. From behind, it's almost like a rose, like a flower sort of arrangement with the feathers, rather than being really long and wild and all over the place. You can see the eyes. Oh. You sort of see the eyes under there a bit better. But again, as with the males, they can't see any danger coming, so you do have to look after them. But as a flock, there's something really interesting, something quite different. That was our bearded clay crowing there. That is one species of a small style bird that I know can't live with these. Some people might put it to work, but in our experience, the clays are quite aggressive towards the Polish. They're perfectly friendly. They're a good, interesting bird. They just take a little bit more care than your standard bantams or your large fowl there. That's all. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.